Good morning. Happy Memorial Day to you all. All right, guys, I'm back at the house. I'm out here working on the boat today. This morning, got up pretty early, started getting this, and I said, you know what? I need to be videotaping. So let me show you what I'm did so far. So I went and got the boat, and we're starting to get all of this worked on. So I got the water pipe back in. My grommet for that came in. My little bushing for that came in. So I got the water pipe installed. I got new trim sensors. So I got those installed. Yay. And I got the seal, and as you can see, the gimbal bearing installed. So what I'm about to do now is finish putting the gimbal bearing housing, get all of that put back together. So now I got to get a hose in there. I got to put the exhaust boot on, get the housing put in there. And we should be getting closer to having this all set up so that when I put the engine in next week, all I have to do is take the transom and slide it in place. Yay. So I'm going to get this hose put back on. Just going to put a little bit of our marine grease just on the inside so it'll slide on that end a little easier. Make sure I got that. So we're going to cut off about that, well, no, let's see. I don't want it to go all the way in there, about right there. Yep, so we're gonna cut about that much off. And make sure. Okay. Alrighty, got it cut. Okay, got that cut off. Put a little bit more grease in there and let's see how it goes. So I want that to be at the top. All right, like these, and see if I can kind of get this on here. There you go. Okay. We got it on there. You can see slid on good. Now I just got to get the hose clamp on there. Now if it tightens up, it'll tighten up at the top 12 o'clock position. Okay. I want to make sure I got this good and tight. It's on the clamp. I don't want that to leak because that is the line that brings in my fresh water to keep my engine cool. Okay. All right. We are good there, guys. So we got that in. It's looking good. So now we're on to the next. Right, the next thing to do is to put this boot on. This is going to be the best one. My kit came with two, even though that one has an oval look, but I think this is for a different model. So we're going to go with this. So I'm going to give it a little test fit. So the test fit is nice. Okay. So we're good there. So what I'm going to do is get my clamps for it and put my clamps on it. Put some bellows adhesive. I gotta go get the bellows adhesive, put on that, and then keep it going. Here's my bellows adhesive. I'm gonna take some of that and put it around in here so it'll create a seal. Now, as you see, it's gonna go in this way. There's an access port right here that I can stick a screwdriver through and tighten this up. So, all right, we're gonna try to get this on, turn it a little bit, let that get on there and seal. And then I'm gonna actually see if I got a Phillips screwdriver that'll fit through that. Yep. A little screwdriver right there. So I don't know if you can see it, but that's how it is. It goes through that little hole, and it comes in, and then you can access that. Got him in there. It's in there tight. Okay. All righty. Now we are ready to put the housing on. Yay. Now, so with the gimbal housing, I've already got that assembled. I got the shift cable and all of that put on there. I'll show you that. So I'm ready to put this back together. I think what I'm gonna do before I do that, while I got access, I'm gonna go get a grease gun and grease all the fittings just to make sure that the grease is going where it should. All right, let's start putting some grease in this thing. All right. Yep. Get it. Okay. Time to put the gimbal bearing housing on. We got our gimbal housing all painted, looking good with the new shift cable installed. So now it's time to get this bad boy put in. Now, because I took everything apart, that's why I was able, and the motors out of it, that's why I was able to put the cable in here now and then feed this through, and it should go through pretty easy, just like that. And it's on the other side. All right, I got my hose clamp on here. Let's make sure that I can get this on that little housing in there. Let me move the camera so you can see here. So this boot right here goes over that little housing down in there. It's all done. I got the gimbal bearing housing in, and she's looking pretty good. I gotta say, man, you know, I looked at like a lot of the projects and a lot of people that DIY stuff. You know, we use YouTube to look up how to do it, and I gotta say, when I was looking up how to put these gimbal boots in and get them replaced, they made it look real easy. I had to fight with it today. What I thought was going to be maybe about an hour, a couple of hours, been most of the day trying to get this done. Now, it could be because my gimbal bearing kit that I got, my bellows boot kit, I should say, that I got was from my auction website, and it's probably not the exact one for this. So I did have to do a little modifications to get it to work. But nevertheless, I got it to work, but it was a little difficult. But you can get it done. So let's take a look, and I'll show you what I did. So the housing is on. I got brand new trim sensors in. Let's see if you can see the bellows that's in there. All new bellows boots are in there. So it looks good. I even replaced my stickers up there. Got the power trim sticker for my trim struts. So she is ready for just when the engine goes back in. I should be able to just put the transom in and bolt it in, and it'll be good. Fingers crossed and a prayer. I still got a little bit more daylight to go. Today it's just now 3 o'clock. So what I'm going to do is move on to the next thing that I wanted to do, and let's start doing some work to the interior. All right, I know I did that fix the wood, but let's get this bad boy ready to really start looking like a finished boat. So what I'm going to do is that carpet, it's got dirt and grime on it. So I'm going to pull out the power washer, and what I'm going to do is try to soak down and scrub that carpet, and then I'm going to get my wet vac and then vacuum the water up. So I'm going to try to do that, get that as clean as I can, because what I'm going to do, like I mentioned in the last video, I'm just going to carpet over it. So I kind of want to get that as clean as possible. All right, I'll show you when I get. All right, so I got everything that I wanted to do done. I got everything that I wanted to do done today. Got a gimbal housing put on, the bellow boots and the shift cable put back in, and I got to power wash the floor and get some of that dirt and stuff off of it, and it looks really good. So let's take a look. So that's the floors. Yeah, I know the floors are still old, but the dirt and stuff is off of it. And what I can do now is I can carpet over the top of that. And I won't have to worry about my glue or any of that stuff not sticking. So yeah, it's a good day's work. Not a bad Memorial Day. Me and my boat spent the day together. Hopefully next Memorial Day, I'll spend it with it, but out at the lake. So that's going to do it for me today. In case you guys can't tell, I don't know how I look, but I'm pretty sure I look tired. Today was probably about 97 or close to 101. And I always do this. I always pick one of the hottest days, the first hottest day of the year to do a project. I got to stop that. All right.